Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another Doctor Who review. Actually, the Day of the Doctor, this particular episode, I feel is one of the best episodes I've seen in a good long time. I love Rose and the Doctor. I was hoping they would have Alex Kensington back, which they didn't do, but I was okay with that. I still like Rose and Ten quite a bit. I think they're a really good pair together, and Clara and the Doctor, they were so cute, I thought. And of course John Hurt. And I also was very, very, very happy that they included Tom Baker, even though I haven't really watched any of the original episodes with Tom Baker. I do quite like Tom Baker quite a bit from the one episode I saw with the what was it, the Doctors Revisited, and the special that they had on Tom Baker, because I just think that Tom had a special delivery with his version of the Doctor. His Doctor was more unpredictable and colorful, and kind of a kid, I would think, a youngster, kind of a clown, kind of a clowny character, and a little bit manic, and I think I liked that about him. And he had some darkness for him. He wasn't like Sylvester, because Sylvester McCoy's Doctor was very dark. From the preview that I saw, I like Sylvester McCoy too. +7's my lucky number. 4, yeah, I have to say 4 is one of my lucky numbers, and so 7 and 11 definitely. But I really enjoyed this episode. I thought this episode was absolutely phenomenal, and they brought back a familiar monster from the original series that I didn't really know that much about, and it was a terrifying monster, and I quite liked this one, actually, because they reminded me of what was the one called that could take human form? It looked kind of larval in a way. I can't remember what they were called, but in that one episode, one of them started to have kind of feelings for humans, because there was a woman who was pregnant, and she felt sympathy or empathy towards her, and it was a very human emotion, and she had never experienced that, and she was thinking maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go forth with her commander's orders. And I forget what that episode was called, but it was with David Tennant, and it's actually one of my favorite episodes. It's really well done, and it gives more depth to the characters, and this episode had that in it, as well as a unit, and had Captain Jack Harkness's transportation device, which I love Captain Jack Harkness, even though he wasn't in the episode, but he had the device that was still there in the museum, and I just thought that everything was done in a absolutely splendiferous way. It was stellar, had everything that I liked about it. It had humor, it had heart, it had moments that kind of made me teary-eyed, which I will admit to. John Hurt was phenomenal. I really enjoyed him. Seeing Billie Piper again, I really enjoyed that, and going back to the whole Bad Wolf meme. And yeah, I really like that, because it's so complicated and complex and multi-layered, and it's what makes this series absolutely epic. Stephen Moffat knows how to write a really cracking good yarn, I think. And this is going to be one of those episodes that I'm going to watch over and over again. Another one would probably be New Earth, which, oddly enough, I wrote a devotional about, which is going to be featured in my church's devotional this coming year, 2014. There were so many episodes I really enjoyed that I talked about with the old doctor and Monk of Magnesia on Who and One, although at the time I couldn't remember all my favorite episodes when I was speaking with him. He's a really swell guy. If you haven't checked out his website or his site here on YouTube, then shameless plug. Go see his website now. Sorry, my retail's kicking in again. It slices, it dices, it also earns my paycheck. But that's not all. It also comes with a shiny mirror, and you can admire yourself in. No, I could sell prosciutto to a rabbi, but anyway, it's really quite a very enjoyable episode, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. I like the behind-the-scenes stuff that they did too. It just gave a really intimate view of the actors and actresses, how they felt about the whole process of it, and it was just such a fun episode. I really enjoyed the more frivolous episodes, and the fact that if you know my real name, then you know why I like this one so well. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Look on my shelf. That's my real name. Yeah, I'm very, 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 very transparent in that instance, but that's another reason why I like this episode so much, because my namesake is in it. But other than that, I can say that this is the best episode I've seen in a good long while, and I'm really looking forward to the Christmas episode, which I know is going to make me cry like a baby. But I just absolutely adored this episode from beginning to end, and I was completely transfixed to my screen, and I'm kind of anxious for the Christmas episode to come up, so yeah, we'll just have to wait to see what the producers have up their sleeves for us, won't we? Allons-y!